And we are live. Good evening, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to Gem into Crypto, episode 437. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 3-ish.
At 3-ish, and today we'll be talking about Bakkt, back in the news, scheduling to start testing today. Iran legalizing crypto mining. The Indian government planning to ban all crypto, and Robinhood raising over $250 million to bring their estimation up. We'll talk about all of that and a little bit more today. But first, what is going on with that price?
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people anticipating Bakkt coming out today, so they were expecting the price to have some movement. Not much movement today, actually down 2% today to $10,273. Ripple is at 32 cents, down 3%. Ethereum at $216, down 4%. Bcash is at $309, down 3% as well. EOS still struggling. It's at $4.11, down 4%. And Litecoin can't get past 100. It's at $95, down 4% as well. So right across the board. Unfortunately, Bakkt's testing didn't push it like some people thought, but we are seeing red across the board. It's not really any movement. So again, we're in range. Nothing big has really happened the last few days.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually just mentioned that. You said we're in range. I'm looking at Bcash, and here they get the TA here, descending channel, resisting line of descent. People, yeah. It don't matter. It just don't matter because you know why? All of a sudden you find out Monday morning, Bakkt just started launching their testing of their product, right? Yeah. So again, it only take you so far doing either or because of the way the market is right now. But I mean, it'll be interesting. I actually want to look at Cointelegraph real quick to kind of point out some of these stories. I know today on Cointelegraph, it was a little doom and gloom since all the markets were in the red. Let's see if this thing will load up.
Always.
It likes to load slow right now. But it was mostly doom and gloom. You got your price analysis here, Facebook and Libra. But if you actually go, and it's not low, here we go. If you actually goes to this weekend's articles on Cointelegraph, gotta call them out. Gotta call out Cointelegraph right now. If you call up, if you look at Cointelegraph from this past weekend, they were getting excited about the 11,000 top that we're about to hit again. I can't find the article name, but it's kind of what we talk about every day. I mean, literally, this article says Bitcoin price shuns volatility as analysts warn a potential drop to 7,000. That's a headline for today's article. But literally, I can't even find it because I saw it today.
Might take it away.
Right, it probably did take it away that quick.
Well, never mind, we're playing.
Right, you can see yesterday they're talking about major coins trading sideways with moderate losses as Bitcoin nears 10,400. Moderate $600 is not a moderate loss when it's flipping 10 to 15% every day. And the last one, they might have actually moved it, or I can't find it right now. But they basically had one more on here from the weekend that was just talking about how exciting everyone was to see Bitcoin hit 11K again. So again, Cointelegraph. Here we go. Bitcoin approaches $11,000 with all top 20 in green. They got an elevator going up and everything. This is like from from the 20th. So we're talking about 48 hours, 3 different major headlines for just Bitcoin's price swing.
Calm down, people.
Cointelegraph is going crazy. It's unfortunate that they're doing this because it kind of makes them it gives them less. What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't make them as serious as as journalists when they keep doing that every day or whatever. But I just wanted to point that out. So when people go crazy about the price, you have to remember it's places like Cointelegraph that's pushing this back and forth every day. And this is the market. The market is going to go from 10,000 to 12,000 every day for the next however long to bust out of one of those. So that's what we're looking at. All right, but on some better news, if you like this type of stuff, Bakkt is scheduled to start testing its Bitcoin futures contracts today.
Oh, finally, something. Give us something, Bakkt. Good gracious.
And it looks like this article has already been updated. Bakkt has already tweeted that testing is proceeding as planned with participants from around the world. With user acceptance testing, including both its daily and monthly contracts. But again, nearly a year since revealing its ambitious vision, Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, has been waiting on regulatory approvals to take their platform live, so they say, though we believe it's because of the bad market we were in. But it looks like today they actually started testing those future contracts. What are we seeing from that? I know you already said it's not changing the price much.
No, it hasn't really done much. Like you said, they have 2 products they put on the market, daily and monthly contracts. We saw what happened last time. Futures were introduced with CME and CBOE. saw that price go to 20K. We also saw it go back down to 3K. So we've seen what futures contracts can do to an extent, and them coming out now is no surprise. Trust me, they're smarter than that. They were supposed to come out December 2018. Then it was January. Then now it's July 2019. They're testing it. So they're doing it for a reason, and I think they have a pretty good hold on the market, and I think they found a good point to buy on the way up. So shout out to Bakkt for finally coming out. They've just like most other companies, been through the ringer with regulators. Unfortunately for them, they really are focused on Bitcoin because they have physically settled Bitcoin. They're not settling in cash. They're settling in Bitcoin. So that's why it's so bullish. And, I hope they do well. We'll see how long they're testing, and then they'll go live right when the bull run keeps going.
I definitely want to talk about Bakkt and their decision to self-certify their contracts instead of going through the CFTC. Looks like under a self-certification process, a company essentially verifies for the CFTC that its futures contracts fulfill all legal requirements. The CFTC can review the certification, but unless there are any legal or regulatory violations, it cannot stop the product from moving forward. I wonder how and why Bakkt gets the okay to self-certify themselves from the CFTC with no interference, no memorandums, no subpoenas, but no one else can. It even goes into detail in this story saying, while Bakkt has self-certified its contracts, it cannot launch the product until it secures a trust company chartered through the New York Department of Financial Services, NYDFS, of course. It's unclear if Bakkt has also applied for one of those New York signature bid licenses. Again, if they're able to self-certify in New York without the CFTC come down on them, they already did the handshakes. I mean, the fix is in. The fix is already in.
Somebody wants to see this platform.
So, I mean, they probably got all the regulators' money in it too. So I'm sure that's a big reason why. They're like, hold on, don't launch that thing now. If you lose their money, man, we're going to prison.
I can hit a pitch now. It's like, hey, if you don't want to mess with cryptocurrencies directly, we got you. I'm sure that's where this liquidity is coming from.
Let's give a couple of quick shout outs. What's going on? Shannon Allen, Tessa Hall, Cool Works. Gainami, I think I pronounced that right. D. Chiron, Crypto and Culture, Fred Kamen, Richard Terween, what's going on? PFC Will, what's going on? Trek, Mr. Gibson Sr., Antonio, Mike Bitcoin Outlaw, S1 Dubs.
Oh, yeah.
S1 Dubs said it took Bakkt all this time to grease those filthy government palms. That could have been what happened as well.
Yeah.
That definitely could have been what happened as well.
Mm-hmm.
We know that is not above those in New York working in the regulatory side.
Oh, man, that's almost par for the course.
Right? I mean, hey, it's like Russia. Corruption. What's up?
Corruption.
Oligarchs. Iran legalizes crypto mining.
Oh,
that
man.
is right.
That's
Iran is officially recognizing cryptocurrency mining as an industry within its borders. Shout out to Iran.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, the world didn't end today, people.
Hey, man.
And guess what? They didn't become the wealthiest country overnight either. Like, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Electricity didn't go out. The EMP didn't happen. They just say, hey, it's technology, just start using it. What's going on with the story?
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the things we've discussed with Bitcoin's use case is the ability to operate outside of the regular fiat government type of currency. And Iran, who is definitely on the list that cannot use certain exchanges, can't do things in America as well. Can't send money there with PayPal. You can't really do anything cash-wise with Iran. They said, all right, cool. Well, cryptocurrency is here. We'll start mining it, and then we'll regulate our own within the legal structure. So what they've basically done is what we've said is going to happen with countries around the world. If they can't join this fiat society, they'll create their own. They'll create their own crypto society, and one of them may work. And Iran, if it does work, they can fund themselves. They can do what they want, but we'll see. There's a lot more that goes into this, but they've allowed it. The Minister of Energy actually let the government vote on the measure to approve electricity rates for mining farms. So you can have a certain amount. You can have pretty big farms, but we'll see exactly what they do because it still is the government. It's still somebody in control. So it's not freedom per se.
It's not all hunky-dory. I mean, you see it here. It says the Iranian government has been vacillating on whether to approve the mining as an industry or not. Whoever wrote this article needed to proofread. It's not me talking, people. It's me reading right now. But it looks like last month, 2 mining farms were seized and shut down by authorities. So, again, it's still government. And what's going on across all governments across the world, it's the same thing we've seen in the U.S. They are stifling competition first, which they've successfully done since 2017.
Oh, yeah.
Getting rid of all competition and then reopening up under their guise of rules and regulations when they know they already have the companies they want to see. So,
yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not sure why these mining farms will shut down seized. We were talking about this earlier. We remember between here and India, there are mining farms being seized, but this is what we mean by the corruption, because in the U.S. they did this with funds as well. They did with all types of stuff in the cryptocurrency industry. They keep shutting things down. They keep seizing it. They keep finding it. They keep pressuring people. They keep doing these tactics with subpoenas and all this other stuff. And then literally as soon as the mom and pop or whoever doesn't know, whatever regulator shuts down or starts bleeding to death, then all of a sudden, all right, everything's legalized. As long as you got these regulations or certifications that only these 4 people we talk to have. So it's one of, I mean, again,
it's my money and I want it now.
Right. It's a double-edged sword. As you said, it's good to see Iran is coming along doing this, and I'm sure other countries will too. But it's still the government. They are still up to their old tricks, because you can't tell people the last 3 or 4 or I guess 10 years now who's been working in this industry, no, you can't do these things. Yeah. And then on Monday morning say, all right, you can do them now. Now that we caught up, you can do it. So it sucks to see that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I hate it has to come to this for some people, but when the governments don't let you in, then you have another oppressor. So right. Unfortunately, this is what happens with humans.
Hilarious. S1 Dub said they should set up their mining operations on the UK ship they seized.
Yeah, I saw that.
PFC Will said, as far as Iran, the issue was they couldn't control people setting up their own rigs. I know of some other places out that way where people are mining. Right. That's the thing. They wanted to control it. They want to know how much crypto is being mined. They want to know it all. And again,
give me that data.
Iran is a little bit different, so I'm not going to go into depth on Iran. I know it's different in the Middle East, where there isn't that same type of we get to do what we want, public citizens, private government, all that good stuff. But it's not the same here in the United States. For me, it's like, at least over there, they're telling you what it is. Here is like up to guessing on Wednesday mornings and Friday afternoons. So,
unfortunately.
On to another crazy story nationally. Indian government's back in the news. It looks like their panel recommends a blanket ban on cryptocurrencies. Wow. I mean, they got there we go, Cointelegraph. Got the steamroller about to roll over crypto. Looks like an Indian government panel recommending a ban on all cryptocurrencies. Reuters reported today, July 22nd. The panel recommended to the government to ban cryptocurrencies and impose sanctions for any dealings involving crypto assets. Reuters adds that according to a government statement, the report and draft legislation released by the panel behind the recommendation will be examined by regulators in the government before taking a final decision. So India, a country of about 1.4 billion people, I mean, you're talking about a large percentage of the world's population. What was that, about maybe 15%, 14%?
That's a good amount. Yeah, somewhere up there.
Yeah, somewhere up there. So about 15% of the world's population is being told by a group of people they are not allowed to use software on the internet. Yeah, amazing.
Price is going to skyrocket over there. Well, this is what happens when you have governments who don't understand something and they need time to try and quote unquote figure it out. But really, it's just they want to regulate it, and if it's not their crypto, they don't want to use it. Plus, they had one of the biggest scams of all time. OneCoin was in India. That's sort of the pretext.
BitConnect too, kind of.
BitConnect, yeah. That's sort of the pretext of why they're banning it, because that's in their view, that's what cryptocurrency is. It's a scam. It's something people use to scam people. But unfortunately, that's just one bad actor or a couple bad actors. And right now, we hope that they will change their mind. But right now, the central bank is like, nope, no sir, not today. And I think they're gonna come up with their own crypto. We'll see. It'll be just like Iran to an extent. We'll see if it works, but it won't be right now. They are banning everything. It sounds sort of like the Facebook and Google blanket ban. They just banned everything
before they brought everything back.
Figure it out.
They have their own services,
and then they came right back with their own stuff. Hey, the old ban and flip. So. Crazy. It's these are tactics. You're watching it happen live.
Which is why I can't believe people still don't believe it. People are still like, oh, it's not like that. They don't know.
People don't conspire to do stuff, and it's like, pretty much we've been showing you every day how stuff is flipped and changed, and people have went back. So this is interesting to see, and India is no different. Yep,
Gurdeep Singh said the most corrupt government will ban first. That's true, and we get to see which one that is.
Yep.
The game I peeped, thanks for the tip. Peace to the fam.
Nice.
S1 Dub said, how about shutting down those, quote, your computer needs to be fixed. We can help, quote, call center scams. Hilarious. Listen, years ago, they almost got me, too. I actually had somebody remote patch in on my laptop. That's when I knew something was getting wrong on it. But yeah, those your computer needs to be fixed. Call center scams are big in India. That's real talk right there.
Got to go.
Yeah, they got to go. They got to get out of here.
Got to get out of here.
But again, this is unfortunate to see people. But it was even more unfortunate is that we're seeing this, as you just said, we're seeing this in real time. You are seeing 50 people in different governments around the world, like 50 people in each government, 50 to 100 tops, telling entire countries
billions
what they're going to do with crypto, not for the greater good, but so that they can allow themselves time to set up business opportunities so they can reap rewards and then keep any type of competition out. Which is my thing with that is, even if you're a corrupt government, like, good, like, do you understand? You could, corrupt people. Right? Exactly. This is so far corrupt. If they were to, and it's still not too late, every government were to allow just carte blanche, whatever you do with crypto, go ahead and move forward with it. As far as you're not doing anything scammy and all that, they won't have to do other corrupt government activities. They won't have to overtax. They won't have to pressure this, regulate this, need a certificate for this or that. No, this market will take care of itself because it will automatically grow. But yet they want to stifle it for the short-term gains that they, that's all they're focused on. So.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody told them that this is a global currency. People,
right.
We don't just need India. That's why when people say, well, what if the government bans it? It's like, who cares? Like, nobody cares anymore. So
we need to stop saying government. What if the 65 people you don't know tells you can't do something?
What to do. Yeah, I thought you were an adult.
Let's keep it simple. Let's just keep it super simple. 65 people you've never met
and don't care about
and
you,
probably have little agreement on many topics, are telling you you're not allowed to do something perfectly moral. That's when you got to kind of go to your spiritual leader and be like, all right, I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that.
All right, to end it on a great note, as always, Robinhood back in the news raises $323 million from DST, Sequoia, and Ribbit Capital.
Shout out.
Wow,
to
yeah, good job. Listen, Robin came out. They stayed strong during the bear market. Granted, they had a lot of money to keep them pumping. Awesome commercials, great products so far. I mean, granted, we're not about the centralized stuff. But if you have to have one, forget it. Let's give it to the new guy on the block, right? So shout out to Robinhood. What's going on with this new capital raise they received?
Oh, yeah. Well, they've been valued at $7.6 billion post-money valuations. And it's only been 6 years. So Robinhood is pretty new. And if you read the story about how Robinhood got started, they basically said, forget regulation, we innovate too fast. They didn't even have the license for the checking part of it where they're supposed to transfer money. They just said, just go ahead and do it. And now they're a $7 billion company, which is crazy. And if you realize Robinhood's crypto subsidiary, they actually got a bit license to trade in New York. So they will be, basically traded anywhere they can in the country, anywhere in the world at some point. And I think Robinhood is probably one of the top unicorn companies to come out, especially because it's only 6 years old.
Right.
And of course, when you make money, you get money. And because they are worth $7.6 billion, they have raised $300 million, which is exactly how these startups work. You make a lot, they give you some money. So shout out to them. They raised way more money than they were expecting, about $120 million more than they were expecting. But, shout out to them, and don't like anything's going to stop them. Options, stocks, crypto, they got everything right in the palm of your hand.
Well, two things. First of all, Robinhood showed you all that the rules those 65 other people are making are fake rules. Like, they're literally fake rules.
Yeah, they just say,
you're not allowed to do that. You don't have this. You're like,
watch us.
What are you talking about? I'm not out here robbing people. Like, we have a phone app, man. So I think they're kind of showing people that, hey, it's fake rules. You're being bullied. It's up to you to either move forward or retreat. And then the second thing, definitely want to talk about Coinbase. Coinbase was in the news today talking about, in the next 5 years, they want to get away from trading. We kind of already saw that, even though they've never been the place to go for trading. So I get why, but it's probably regulatory matters. But it's interesting to see Coinbase come out today saying they want to get away from trading. And at one point, we had Coinbase valuation going for anywhere from $8 to $12 billion on the high end. With this Robinhood valuation, it could actually boost Coinbase's valuation up even higher to possibly $14 billion at this point. But regardless, we talked about this the last time. I think Coinbase needs to strike when the iron's hot, because if they're going full speed into the trading and options, derivatives, and Coinbase is getting out of it to do whatever they're going to do, who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, we all know this. In crypto, literally, 2 or 3 weeks later, something could happen, and all of a sudden, Coinbase is worth $900 million, and they're worth $15 billion, right? So you definitely want to get that out. But it'll be interesting to see which one of these companies, as they compete with each other, will come out on top for the primary derivatives, option trading, whatever, all those things in the industry we have.
Oh, yeah.
Be good to see.
Absolutely.
For the free crypto coin, what are we doing today?
Oh yeah. So for the free crypto coin, Bakkt has finally launched testing. When Bakkt comes out officially, will you use it, and how do you think it will affect the market? Let us know what you think. Put your crypto coin address, and we'll send those free coins to you.
All right. As always, thanks for watching and the continued support. We will see you all tomorrow.
Oh,
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.